Are you ready to face the darkness, to confront the unknown that lurks just beyond the veil? Good. Tonight we delve into the heart of terror, riding the rails of fear into the abyss of the unexplained. We're talking about trains, those steel behemoths that hurtle through the night carrying with them whispers of forgotten tragedies and echoes of unspeakable horrors. From haunted railways where phantom whistles pierce the silence to spectral engines that vanish into thin air, we'll explore the bone-chilling true stories that have haunted humanity for generations. So, climb aboard if you dare, but be warned. Once you embark on this journey into the unknown, there's no turning back. The darkness hungers and the tracks are laid before you. Are you brave enough to face the terrifying truth that awaits at the end of the line? In the desolate heart of Ohio, where shadows stretch long and the wind carries whispers of forgotten tragedies, there lies a stretch of railway known only as the Devil's Pass. It's a place where the veil between our world and the next wears thin, a place where the dead stir and moan, their spectral cries echoing through the night. Locals will tell you stories, passed down through generations, of a phantom train that haunts these tracks. A train that appears without warning, its headlamp a ghostly glow cutting through the darkness, its whistle a mournful wail that chills the very marrow. They say it's the souls of those who died on this cursed line, trapped in a purgatory of steel and steam, forever riding the rails in search of peace. Some whisper of a terrible accident, a head-on collision that claimed the lives of hundreds, their spirits now forever bound to the site of their demise. Others speak of a lone conductor, driven mad by grief after losing his entire family in a similar tragedy, who now roams the tracks, his lantern swinging wildly as he searches for his lost loved ones. Whatever the truth, one thing remains certain. The Devil's Pass is a place of palpable dread, a place where the air hangs heavy with the stench of death and decay. Those who dare venture too close speak of feeling an overwhelming sense of despair, a cold hand gripping their hearts as if the very darkness itself is reaching out to claim them. Some have even reported seeing ghostly figures peering out from the train's windows, their eyes burning with a cold, otherworldly light. They say their faces are contorted in silent screams, their voices forever silenced by the cruel hand of fate. But the train itself is the true horror, a monstrous apparition of iron and steam, its wheels grinding against the tracks with an ear-splitting screech that seems to claw at the very edges of sanity. It barrels through the night, a relentless force of terror, its whistle a haunting melody that lingers long after the train has vanished into the darkness. And then, just as quickly as it appears, the train is gone, leaving behind nothing but the echo of its passing and the lingering stench of death. The locals avoid the Devil's Pass, their fear rooted in generations of whispered warnings and chilling encounters. They know that some things are best left undisturbed, that some wounds never truly heal. But for those brave or foolish enough to seek out the truth, the haunted train of Ohio remains, a chilling reminder that some horrors are destined to haunt us forever. In the heart of Sweden, a land steeped in ancient folklore and shrouded in ethereal beauty, lies a chilling secret. It's a tale whispered in hushed tones, a legend that sends shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical. They call it the Phantom Train of Sweden, a spectral locomotive that materializes from the mists, only to vanish without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and bone-chilling dread. Imagine a tranquil evening, the air thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. The sun begins its descent, casting long, eerie shadows across the snow-dusted landscape. As twilight descends, a strange hum vibrates through the air, a low, rhythmic rumble that seems to emanate from the very earth itself. Out of the swirling mist, a spectral glow emerges, growing brighter with each passing second. Then, with a deafening roar, a massive steam engine bursts forth, its headlamp cutting through the darkness like a malevolent eye. But this is no ordinary train. Its carriages gleam with an otherworldly luminescence and the windows are dark, obscuring its spectral passengers. Witnesses speak of an overwhelming sense of dread, a feeling of icy fingers tracing patterns on their spines as the train thunders past. The air grows heavy, as if a great weight has settled upon their chests, making it difficult to breathe. Some claim to hear the mournful cries of unseen passengers, their voices echoing with an unearthly sorrow that chills the soul. And then, as quickly as it appeared, the phantom train vanishes. The tracks lie empty, the only sound the gentle sigh of the wind through the trees. The silence is almost as unsettling as the train's sudden appearance, leaving witnesses in a state of stunned disbelief. Theories abound about the origins of this spectral train. Some whisper of a tragic accident, a trainload of souls lost to a fiery derailment, their restless spirits forever bound to the rails. Others believe it's a harbinger of doom, a spectral omen that appears only before disaster strikes. Whatever the truth, the legend of the Phantom Train of Sweden continues to captivate and terrify. It's a chilling reminder that some mysteries are beyond our comprehension, that some secrets are best left buried beneath the weight of time and legend. So, the next time you find yourself enveloped in an eerie silence, listen closely. You might just hear the distant rumble of the phantom train, its spectral whistle echoing through the night, a chilling reminder that some journeys never truly end. Chapter 3. The Tragic Accident of the Silver Bridge. The year was 1967. A cold December evening had settled upon Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a small town nestled at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. The Silver Bridge, a beacon of progress, spanned the icy waters carrying countless hopes and dreams. But on this fateful night, tragedy struck, leaving an indelible scar on the town's history. As the winter twilight deepened, a bustling crowd of holiday shoppers and commuters made their way across the Silver Bridge. Unaware of the impending doom, they went about their lives filled with Christmas cheer. Suddenly, a deafening roar ripped through the air. The bridge began to tremble violently, its steel bones groaning in protest. Before anyone could react, the unthinkable happened. The Silver Bridge buckled and twisted, sending cars and trucks plummeting into the icy depths below. The chilling screams of the victims were swallowed by the roaring current. Rescue efforts were hampered by the frigid waters and the magnitude of the disaster. As darkness descended, a heavy silence settled over the wreckage, broken only by the mournful cries of sirens. In the aftermath, the town struggled to comprehend the loss. Whispers began to circulate. Strange occurrences were reported near the site of the collapse, unexplained phenomena. Some spoke of ghostly figures wandering the riverbank, their cries echoing through the night. Fishermen claimed to see spectral lights beneath the water's surface. Others reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, a palpable coldness in the air. As the years passed, the legend of the Silver Bridge tragedy grew, fueled by eyewitness accounts. The bridge became a chilling reminder of the fragility of life, a place where the veil between the living and the dead seemed to thin. Today, the Silver Bridge stands as a somber memorial, a testament to the devastating power of nature and the enduring strength of the human spirit. For those who know the story, the Silver Bridge remains a place of profound sadness and lingering terror, a haunting reminder that some tragedies cast long shadows. And so, our journey through the shadows comes to an end. We've delved into the heart of darkness, exploring the chilling tales of haunted railways and spectral engines that continue to haunt our world. But remember, these are more than just stories. They are glimpses into the unknown, reminders that some mysteries are beyond our comprehension. The tracks stretch onward, disappearing into the mists of time and legend. Who knows what other horrors lurk in the shadows, waiting to be unearthed? Perhaps one day, we'll meet again, to uncover more secrets hidden within the heart of darkness. Until then, sleep well and remember, the next time you hear a train whistle echoing in the night, listen closely. It might just be the sound of the forgotten calling out to you, beckoning you to join them on their eternal journey into the abyss.